Katie Snee is with us from Holy Redeemer. We're talking about the swimming program, and it's your first year.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about your excitement to be a head coach.
No, I mean, it's great. My first year has been phenomenal so far. I have an amazing group of swimmers, an amazing diver, great coaching staff. Parents are amazing. We've had an amazing season. Our record is really great, winning season. But you know what, we have fun, and that's the most important thing that I always tell the kids, work hard, have fun, and everything else will kind of just follow behind.
Let's go back to your swimming background. Talk about when you're first kicking around in the pool and then kind of getting a little bit serious about it.
I started swimming when I was about 3 at the CYC, just doing swim lessons here and there. I hated it, to be completely honest. I absolutely hated it. I hated going. I cried to my parents. Then I signed up for the CYC when I was 5, the actual swim program, went straight through to my freshman year when you can no longer go anymore. Swam at Coughlin, and I just really, I fell in love with it. Knew I wanted to do it in college, knew I wanted to do it at the Division I level. And I found LaSalle and everything. It was just like the most perfect fit. They had a great program for, the elementary special education with what I was going for. And, I did really well. I actually surprised myself, won A10s, broke the school records there. I had great relay teams, great group of kids that I was with. So it was really, really fun. And now that I can apply that and, help my kids out, lead them in the right direction, help them out with their college choices, it just comes full circle. It's really great.
The program at Bishop Hoban back in the day was pretty sharp. At Holy Redeemer, tradition has continued. Talk about, coming in and saying, I just want to keep doing what they've done here, but I put my own little flair on it.
Absolutely. Tradition is a huge thing, and Holy Redeemer and Bishop Hoban, it's always been a huge thing. I remember even when I was at Coughlin, it was the Bishop Hoban way, and just, carrying it over into Redeemer, throwing my own little twist into it. I have my assistant coach, Abby Berger, who went to Dallas, so the two of us kind of, we've been coaching together for years. We coached the summer program, so, we take everything that we've learned in the past and apply it, and, we think the kids really like it, and we think the kids are really enjoying it. So, you just have to keep those values. You can't forget where, the kids, some of their parents have gone to Hoban. You can't forget that stuff. So it's important to keep tradition, but it's also really fun to, incorporate your own little differences and move on and really expand the new traditions and start new traditions.
Young energy, you and your assistant coach. Talk about that. Being able to relate to them and feel, I'm sure that they could relate to you, but knowing that you have to have enough structure and consistency with them to say, okay, hey, here's the line.
Enough's enough. Yeah. No, absolutely. I feel like, to get a good relationship with, whether you're teaching in the classroom or, you're swimming in the pool, you have to have a great relationship. You have to be able to relate to them. You have to let them know, open communication. Like if there's any issues to address you, if you need help, just to come to somebody, somebody that they're able to talk to. But it's fun because you can still say, hey, well, if I got in the pool, maybe I can do this and, teach you guys a few things. But, I would never get in the pool with them. They would probably, school me. So, but no, it's really fun. Abby Berger, she's a great assistant coach. I also have Jim Blom with me as well, but Abby and I swam together when we did DMAC over the summer, and we still continue to coach that as well. So it's great to have, the young energy on the pool deck, and the kids really, I think they really dig that, so it's great.
Next couple of weeks will be busy.
Yes.
And you got to taper, you got to do all those little things that make a difference. So diving championships, the swimming championships. Let's talk about the excitement building up to those events.
Even last night, I spoke with the parents, I spoke with the kids. I said, we had our last meet of the season yesterday. Now we're moving forward. We have the taper. We know what we need to do to get onto the podium, whether it's at the district level or the state level. So now it's just applying everything, really staying focused. I always want to have group talks with them, discuss with them as a big group. We have to have our minds straight. We have to have our focus. We have to drive really, to get to where we need to be. And they know what they need to do. So right now it's just applying everything, really focusing on the taper, focusing on, stroke things and doing turns and little things to really tweak what we've had in the past, because like I said, we have a great group of kids, great talent. Now it's just tweaking little things to get to the podium, like I said, at the district level or at the state level.
You talk about the tapering. Is much change the way you used to train as a high school athlete to where they are now? Is it pretty similar?
It's pretty similar, and I think that's what makes it a lot easier for myself. It's been a while, but it hasn't been that long, so I could really just apply to what I've learned in college and in high school and really help them out. And I was a sprinter, and Abby was a distance swimmer, so we have two best of both worlds that we kind of combine, and we really do a great job with it. We have a whole taper ready to go for the kids.
All right. Well, it's great to catch up with you. Congratulations on the new gig, and I know you're excited for these young swimmers for yourself.
Yes, thank you very much.
Julia Bucknavich joins us here on the John Mendola Show at McCarthy Tire Service, freshman year. So you get to try out varsity athletics. Let's talk about what swimming's been for you. How's it been?
It's been really good. I've just been swimming for a long time now, and it's just really good to be on high school. I was nervous coming in, but I love it so far. So,
as far as your coach, you have some young coaches there, but they also have some really good experience. So talk about how you can relate to them and learn from them, and just try to grow and say, hey, it's kind of hard at times, but we're having fun.
yeah. I mean, all my coaches swam before, so they know what it's like to be in my shoes and what my team's been through. And even though they came from like different teams, I mean, it's all like general, the same ideas and stuff. And they're just all really good.
Well, let's talk about your events in swimming. Which ones are you getting after there in the pool?
100 fly and 2 IM.
As far as other sports, volleyball, track and field, you try to be well-rounded. You're a really good student. Talk about just staying busy and playing all those sports.
I like to stay busy because it keeps me with like my time management and stuff, and skills that you need for life, and just have fun with it.
Let's talk about the couple clubs you're in. The investment club, Respect for Life. What do you do with that?
There are just some extracurriculars that I like to do. Investment, I mean, that's always important for making good decisions. And Respect for Life, I mean, it's good to just promote life, I guess.
And as far as some of the bonding, the pool party, the sleepovers, going out to eat, pasta parties, you feel like as a freshman you're fitting in with everybody? That's always a challenging part too.
Yeah, I mean, my team was really welcoming with me, like being a freshman, so that's always good. And I've made a ton of new friends, and I love them all so much.
You're killing it in the classroom, a 4.13 biology. You like a lot of subjects, it looks like. So
Yeah.
talk about the enjoyment of being so smart and really apply yourself.
Well, it makes the school part, like doing homework and studying, a lot easier with how much we practice and stuff and all the other sports that I do, so that helps a lot.
College and med school, you're thinking maybe down the road, anybody inspire you in that area? Just something you always thought of?
Not really. I mean, my family does a lot of like sciences and stuff, but nobody's really a doctor. It was kind of just something that I gravitated towards, so.
Let's talk about your relationship with your dad as a role model, why you look up to him.
He always pushes me, and he always tells me like what I'm doing wrong, and he's like my biggest cheerleader, and so is my mom, but mainly him.
All right, well, we wish you the best going forward, and congratulations on a lot of success so far this year.
Thank you.
Matt Din with us from the Holy Redeemer Swim Team here on the John Mendola Show at McCarthy Tire Service, the world headquarters, so to speak. And Matt, let's talk about the swimming for you. What are you up to in the pool? What events are you competing in?
I swim the 200 IM and the 100 backstroke. Sometimes I'm in the 100 fly as well. And I swim the 200 freestyle relay for the guys. I'm in the B relay. And I also swim the backstroke in the 200 medley.
How about a favorite event out of all those things? Which one you feel like, okay, I think I'm the best in this one?
I'd say my 100 back. I'm just probably most confident in that, yeah.
National Honor Society, a 4.2 grade point average, so you're doing a great job in the classroom. Talk about in the classroom, what subjects you really enjoy, and is there one that comes natural to you?
I tend to like math. Personally, I don't find it too difficult, but it's just, I don't know, it's just with numbers, I just really like them, I guess.
Cool. You have a little sister, Kimberly, who's 11. Talk about what she's up to.
She's in cheerleading now. She's a hard worker. She works hard on her grades, and I really respect that because she's always constantly trying to study and hang out with her friends, and yeah.
As far as you life after high school, your junior years, you're thinking, okay, I want to go to college. You have an idea on a track you may want to get into?
Like a certain college?
Certain type of college or a type of study you're looking at?
I'm aiming for a D1 college, but I'm not sure for my major yet. I'm still undecided, so.
As far as your parents, talk about your relationship with them and how they inspire you, why you look up to them, what they do for you.
I look up to my parents because they raised me. They taught me to be humble when swimming, always try my best, and work hard constantly. I like to thank them because they always drive me to swim practice. They come to my meets, and I just want to say thank you for that.
We appreciate you being so humble to love your parents and do what you have to do for them. As far as your coaches, talk about your coaches this year. A lot of enthusiasm. They're young, and I'm sure they make you get after it.
They're great coaches, honestly. They make us work hard. They give us good practices. They always cheer us on during meets. They're just great coaches overall, and I really respect them for that.
How about some of the fun you try to have with your teammates, whether it's some laughs after practice, or you get to go out to eat, or maybe some bus rides to meets?
Like for bus ride to meets, we're always together. We like to like hype ourselves up before meets, get ourselves ready to swim our best, and just be confident in our events. In terms of like going out to eat, we like to go out to eat to have fun and to just bond together as a team and come together. And yeah.
Well, Matt, what are you looking forward to with districts coming up just a couple of weeks away? You're hoping to just do your best and see where the chips fall, I guess?
Yeah. I'm planning on doing my best in the 100 back and 2 IM, which are the events I'll probably be put in. And yeah.
All right, Matt, we wish you the best. Great to catch up with you. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Mike Williams, a senior here on the John Mendola Show at Holy Redeemer Swimming, McCarthy Tire Service. Mike, let's talk about the events you compete in.
I'm a sprinter. I do the 100 free and the 50 free, and I just started doing that this year. For the last 4 years, I started my freshman year, and I've done like every event. Like they didn't know what they wanted to put me in, and then this year I found out that I wanted to focus on sprinting, so I took that seriously.
About being a leader on your team as a captain, talk about trying to, talk to some of the underclassmen, whether it's a girl or a guy.
Yeah, I always see sometimes like when we have tough meets coming up, they tend to get like nervous with because they just don't know how to do it, especially the freshmen being new, and it's just important to like talk and help them calm down, because that's the biggest thing when you're swimming. You just want to be calm and not stress.
About the work ethic for you, what type of work are you putting into the pool?
I just try to put the best work I can in. I know some people, they work differently, but I just try to focus on like what I'm doing and just put it all in, like give everything.
Any dry land stuff you try to do leading up to the season or during the season on your own, or?
Yeah, usually when like the season's over, like over the summers, I also swim, but I also try to like lift at like the YMCA and stuff, and just get like ready, because when you don't swim for a while and then come back and swim, it's just really hard. Like you're just really unconditioned. And
some of the team bonding, the going out to eat, the pasta parties, all that stuff. Talk about some fun that you try to have with your group of swimmers.
We've done a bunch of things over the years. Like we've had like pool parties. We've gone out. We were talking about like what we're gonna do this year, coming up with like districts and states. We're trying to get like more things in, like different things, like go like bowling, and it's just always fun. Like we're like a family, so we just do a lot of things together.
You got a younger brother, Devin?
Yeah.
Tell us about him.
He's like me. He's very determined and very smart, and I don't know if he's going to swim too, but I hope he does. Right now he just plays soccer, and he's my little brother, and I'm glad to have him.
As far as the subjects in school you like, you seem to focus in on the sciences, biology?
I always try to like take as many sciences as I can every year, because I know that I'm going to neuroscience, and it's a tough background, but I just need to be ready, and biology's my favorite right now.
Did you narrow down the list of schools you want to go to yet?
Yeah, I'm most likely going to Scranton University for neuroscience. I was looking at Scranton, Drexel, and Temple, and I narrowed it down to Scranton.
Couldn't go wrong with any of those. As far as role models in your life?
I have two different role models. I had Leonardo DiCaprio in there, because I've just watched him growing up, and he's just a huge role model, but mainly my mom, because she was the one that pushed me to swim. I know a lot of kids come into high school, they swim before high school, and I never did that, and I started my freshman year, and I was just nervous about it, but she really pushed me. She was a swimmer too, and she was a state champion, so shout out to my mom.
Let's talk about your coaches and their young energy and trying to get everybody on.
I really enjoy the coaches this year. It's the only thing that's sad is that I'm only going to have them for 1 year, because I just got them, but I know they're going to do great things with this team, and we're looking at hopefully winning districts this year, so they've taken us a long way.
Well, Mike, we wish you the best of luck. Great to catch up with you.
Thank you.
Kate Blom is with us from Holy Redeemers. We talk about the swim program. You're a junior, you're a captain, so let's talk about the events that you compete in the pool.
I compete in the 200 medley relay and I swim freestyle. I swim the 50 freestyle, the 100 freestyle, the 100 breaststroke, and the 400 freestyle relay.
It's a lot of stuff. How about a favorite out of all those that you do? Which one do you think is your best?
The 100 breaststroke.
As far as success this year, there's a lot of younger swimmers. You have some young coaches on your team as well. So let's talk about trying to get some of those freshmen or sophomores kind of built up a little bit. Again, you're a junior, so you've gone through the program, but with these new coaches, what's the buzz with everybody is try to be as positive as you can? Usually you get that with swimming, but what do you try to do as a leader?
We try to keep everybody positive. As you said, we encourage them. If they have like questions during practice about the set, we'll explain it to them or like demonstrate how to do a drill. We will basically it's more or less like a mental game. Like if they're struggling like with the load of school and like all of our practice times, like we'll help them, we'll calm them down. It's basically just like trying to keep everybody calm so nobody's like lashing out on each other. We're just trying to keep it like on a very like nice basis with everyone.
Member of the National Honor Society, do a good job in the classroom. You like chemistry. Talk about the academic part.
Well, Holy Redeemer is a great school. The academic program it's good. Like all the teachers are great. They work well with our swim schedule because we get out early a lot and we have to miss a few days due to like invitationals and obviously districts and states we miss a lot of time. So they help and they work around that and they like catch us up on our work and it's great. I love it.
You got a couple siblings, Matthew and Emily. They're just a little bit older than you, so talk about your relationship with them.
I love my brother and sister to death. Emily swam with me since I was 4 years old, and it was rough at first because we were competing against each other, but as we grew up as high school swimmers, it was great. We loved each other. We were competing on the same relays, and we just had a blast together. And then my brother and I, we grew up like playing together in the yard and always like having fun. So they'll come in and see me every once in a while, or I'll try to go out and see them.
As far as college down the road, you're thinking pediatric nursing?
Yes.
Okay. What inspired you for that?
I just love being around kids and the thought of being able to like help people. It just kind of works like that.
And your mom and dad, talk about your relationship with them and all they do for you.
My mom has supported me tremendously throughout swim. She knows how hard it's been to like wake up and to like just constantly be on the go with like swim practice and balancing my friends and like school all at once. So she's been like, she always supports me and helps me work through it and like helps me with my time management and everything like that. And then my dad's the assistant coach for the team, so he's always on deck and we're around each other all the time, and he always like encourages me to like swim faster, or he'll like push me to do like swim faster in practice. So they really do, like they have my best interest at heart. Whenever it's like hard, they're always there for me.
Great,
always.
Great way to put it. As far as districts upcoming for this team, what are you hoping for? Number one, I'm sure everybody wants to swim well, but you also want to have some fun and probably bring home some medal.
Of course. Districts is one of our best meets by far. We always have a blast. All the teams get along great, so there's no drama with that. But we're going to have some pretty good swims. It's going to be really competitive this year. Of course, as always, we always want to bring home the medals, and we always want to make it to states, but it's going to be really close.
All right, Kate, well, we wish you the best. Great to pick your brain a little bit, and good luck, all right?
Thank you.